Fellow Sierra Leoneans, today again I come to talk to fellow Sierra Leoneans and the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone on the issue we therefore do with the Auditor General. Way back last year, La just take the minds of Sierra Leoneans and back. I will call the President's attention for read the Audit Service report. The reason for is, in my own view, I stand by the Audit Service report, now a documentary, they guide government on how to track expenditures and how to track the money we government will get in terms of income. Then how to track the performance of MDS them. I remember in 2017, 2016, this current SFP government, which is upon now the media opposition, they used the Audit Service report immensely for able to identify some of the issues that wouldn't be considered in gray areas. And the young people of this country, some of them may buy the ideas, some of them use their materials as a reason for determining their vote. Painfully, however, President Bio Bill in campaign in first year in office on the fight against corruption. A president of that nature, we talk about corruption throughout in campaign. I find it very difficult for understand, for believe, and for read, say it take short drastic actions against somebody when are one of the strongest pillar in the fight against corruption in Sierra Leone. It is more painful, Mr. President, because the allegations them where they make before the tribunal with them form, it was painful, Mr. President, that the investigation is geared towards issues which surround your office. Like many other Sierra Leoneans, I believe the office of the president is a big office. Therefore, all the opinions say, before you take this decision for institute an inquiry into the service of the Auditor General, I believe, strongly believe, say the entire, if we don't get names of people relieved in the office of the presidency. Mr. President, it's a shock. It's a shame to me for understand, say, at a time when you were the champion of the fight against corruption, fingers have been pointed at your office. That is the time we are having cause to suspend the Auditor General. Mr. President, I believe, as I be first write on my Facebook page, say you were misled. I stand by that one day. Say the decision of evening constituting a committee for investigate the Auditor General was a misleading advice. And worse off, taking it to Parliament is worse off. Mr. President, it is shocking to Sierra Leoneans, even in their silence. But I want you to understand, say, many Sierra Leoneans, they view these your actions of your government as one, we don't eradicate and reduce the fight against corruption. Therefore, I am left with no option today for call on colleagues, members of Parliament. For the first time in the history of Sierra Leone, let's correct the misinformation. Let's correct the ill advice given to the president by rejecting this proposal of laying off the Auditor General. Hey, young Sierra Leoneans are watching. The youths are watching. The leaders of tomorrow, our kids are watching. Colleagues, members of Parliament, PC MPs, this is not the time for loyalty. This is the time to save integrity. This is not the time for loyalty. This is the time to save Sierra Leone. This is not the time for loyalty. This is the time to lay best practice for our kids. Members of Parliament, I call on you all to restore the dignity of our country. I call on you all to restore the sanity in our country's administrative setup. For once, we have the moral obligation as members of Parliament to again do one thing that the world will celebrate us for. I am of the opinion that the president was misled, and therefore we have honors as members of Parliament to correct it. Thank you, Sierra Leoneans.